But this is horrific. That I wanted to mention the horror of inflation.
Oh my God, it is, right?
We were talking about like the late 90s and the fact that you could get a pint of Stella and 20 Marlboro Lights for under a fiver.
And like petrol was under £1.
These experiences are commonly associated with alien abductions, paranormal encounters, near-death experiences, and high strangeness events.
High strangeness?
Yeah. Went on a bender, yeah, possibly. Yeah, been raving it up.
That's Mark's explanation for everything.
Yeah, no, I do.
Bender.
I like that there's a theme here, yeah.
Profanity is guaranteed. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to another spooky chat.
You majestic female.
You majestic female. Your lips are all glittery again. They look so nice.
Oh.
Anything weird and or wonderful happened to you this week?
No, but I did have an evening with Jack the Ripper on Thursday with my friend Heather.
Ooh, tell me more.
It was so exciting. So she sent it to me originally. I was like, oh my God, do you want to come? And she was like, yes. So I'm so grateful to her because it was such an amazing night. It's hosted by a guy called Steve Morgan, and he is very well known for his Ripper walks around London and everything like that. So he doesn't call himself a Ripperologist.
Okay.
He calls himself a student of the Ripper crimes because Ripperologists are very steadfast in, you know, sort of this.
Yeah.
Whereas a student is consistently learning and constantly learning and all of this lot about sort of new theories, that kind of thing. And essentially sort of takes you back to London, like does a brief history of like sort of London from Roman times and how it got to that sort of point. And then he talks about the victims. Mm-hmm. And he talks about, he's doing he's got loads of different tours. Actually, he's got one in Wisbech coming up in September and one in Ely next year in November.
Ooh.
And I would like to go again. But so we'll talk about the victims. He talks about sort of how Jack could get away with this and everything like that and different theories. But he concentrates on two particular theories, and I'm not going to give it away. But one is the royal connection, which I kind of poo-pooed a little bit.
Right.
But having listened to him and really taken in sort of everything, I've changed my mind a little bit.
Okay, interesting.
Quite a lot. And weirdly enough, there's a lot of Freemason connection as well, which I hadn't heard of. And you know, we've watched From Hell with Johnny Depp, which is based on, there's quite some significant things in there that I thought were just added for the Hollywood effect.
Right.
That actually come into play with the royal connection.
Oh, that's really interesting.
And like I said, I'm not going to give any spoilers in case anyone does. He does them all over the country. But yeah, so it's really exciting. But as a result, I have now changed the premise of my book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so whereas I was going with like a female version, it was very difficult to try and make her a sympathetic character, which, you know, people want to sympathise with the main character, that kind of thing. And I'm basically going to build on this theory.
Amazing. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow. Well, that's awesome.
The other thing is I got my results back from uni for the year and I got a distinction.
Yeah, you did.
And was told that my academic writing was at a publishable level.
That's amazing.
Which
bravo.
Kind of made me choke up a little bit. So yeah, I was like,
very good.
And then obviously you and Mum came round to use the shower because Mum's having the bathroom done and bought me flowers and chocolate. Yep, to say well done. So
because I was just like, well done for the words.
Thank you, all the words.
Very well done for all the words.
I just need to start writing the bloody book now, don't I, really?
But the nice thing is you can kind of do that at your own pace, and so there's no like massive pressure on that. So
Mark's disappointed he didn't get any presents, but I have shared chocolate with him. So that's
okay.
fine.
And you get to look at the flowers as well.
Yeah, we love having fresh flowers in the living room. But I am now considering doing my masters. If I can get student finance for it, I will do it. And I'll go, well, fingers crossed, it will be through the University of Lancaster, which my friend Heather, who came with me to the evening with Jack the Ripper, has just done. And you're essentially writing a novel throughout.
Oh, amazing.
You know, different unis have different ways of doing it, that kind of thing. I think there's talk of things changing and being a bit more modular at Lancaster, but we'll see.
Amazing. That's very, very exciting.
Yeah. And one of my favourite authors is a lecturer.
Oh, wow. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Well, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring down the tone a little bit with a spooky story. So I was walking Winnie, and I went past this house, and they had. So I go a different route all the time to keep the walk interesting. And there's this one house, and they've got like quite a lot of stuff in the garden, like gnomes and things like that. And they had a weather vane on the garage, and it was the Grim Reaper.
Wow, I love
And
it.
I just remember seeing it thinking, that's really bizarre. Like, because the house is all like flowers and da-da-da-da. And then there's a weather vane of the Grim Reaper, which was really strange. But then when I next passed it, I thought, I'm going to see that weird weather vane again. It had gone. So I didn't know if I imagined it, especially considering we've done the last spooky chat where it's false memories and stuff like that.
Well, you never know.
So I was like, did I see that or did I not? So
Apparently you can get them.
Yeah, there you go. But
I quite like that.
But I would expect you to have that, whereas with them, like that doesn't seem like the style of their house or anything. So it was a bit unexpected. But I don't know. Who knows? It might not have been there anyway.
I love it when people expect things like, oh, that doesn't surprise me about you. Like yesterday, when we went to that barbecue, we were talking about BBLs and things like that. So where the bum like surgeries and things are injected in to give you a bigger bum and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Someone was telling a story about someone that came back and got like a flesh-eating virus, and I pipe up and I'm like, oh, necrotising fasciitis. He goes, I knew you'd know that. Trust you to know that. I was like, yeah, well, it's quite funny.
I think it's interesting to know that. That's good. I wouldn't know. Oh, that sounds horrible though.
It's not nice. It's not pretty.
So again, this is not spooky, but this is horrific. Because I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and I wanted to mention the horror of inflation.
Oh my God, it is, right?
We were talking about like the late 90s and the fact that you could get a pint of Stella and 20 Marlboro Lights for under a £5.
And like petrol was under £1
Yeah.
per litre.
And now I think I worked out if you wanted to get those same things, so pint of Stella, 20 Marlboro, you can't get Marlboro Lights anymore, it would be at least 20 quid. And under a £5.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
So I thought that was horrific.
When we went to go and see Mikey and Alex for Mikey's birthday, we got talking about things like Bitcoin and stocks and inflation and all of that lot, and it just overwhelmed me.
No, I hate it.
Like, I explained it in such a way I could understand it, but I wish I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Because it's horrific.
I don't want to understand it. I just want to win the lottery. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pay tax on it though.
Yeah.
Oh, do you not? Oh,
No.
You don't
No. Oh, okay. No,
Not on the lottery.
Amazing.
Oh.
Right. I do it every week, so I'm owed. I do win occasionally. I win like a £5. Once I won 30 quid, which I was really excited about. So today's spooky chat revolves around time slips, missing time experiences, and such like.
Okay.
So this is another sort of existential crisis kicker-offer a little bit.
No wonder I'm tired today.
Yeah,
that last one.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, because that is quite a tiring subject. It's very taxing on the brain.
Yeah. And then talking about like my fear of getting old as well.
Yeah, that brought down and everything. Yeah.
Just gonna have a nap after this.
So to start off with, I looked on Awaken University. Now, I couldn't tell you if this is an accredited institution or not.
What was it? .co.uk or .com or something like that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was just on Google as Awaken University. But they have a section on lost time experiences, which was quite interesting. Awaken. I think it's that.
It sounds like it's some sort of spiritualist thing rather than a...
It was very interesting though. So lost time experiences refer to cases where individuals suddenly become aware of missing hours, minutes, or even days with no memory of what occurred during that period. These experiences are commonly associated with alien abductions, paranormal encounters, near-death experiences, and high strangeness events.
High strangeness?
Yeah. Maybe we should host a high strangeness event.
I mean, I'm down.
That'd be quite cool. So many who experience lost time report feeling disorientated, confused, or suddenly finding themselves in a different location than they were the last time they remember being somewhere. In some cases, fragmented memories may later surface through dreams, hypnosis, or spontaneous flashbacks, revealing encounters with non-human entities, medical procedures, or transport to unfamiliar environments. While skeptics attribute lost time to physiological disassociation, stress, or sleep disorders, the sheer number of reports, physical evidence, and corroborating witnesses make lost time a critical phenomenon in UFO and abduction research.
I can see that.
Yeah. It is, I mean, it is very interesting because I'm sure you guys have had it where you'll be doing something and you almost go on autopilot.
Yeah, or like even driving. Driving is the scary one. It's like, I don't remember this leg of the journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're like, how did I get here safely then?
That is scary. So characteristics of lost time experiences. So number one is the sudden awareness of missing time, funnily enough. Strange that.
Obviously.
The experiencer checks a clock or location and realises a significant amount of time has passed without explanation. I've never had that happen, have you?
Like I said, other than sort of driving, maybe a not significant amount of time, maybe. I mean, it depends what significant is.
True. What?
I've had periods of time where I'm like,
what am I doing here? Who am I?
sleeping, I lose hours.
Exactly.
Oh, but they are good hours to lose.
So, also, the last clear memory does not match the time that has elapsed. The person may feel like only minutes have passed, yet hours or days are missing. That's definitely not happened to me.
No.
But I think that would be very, very freaky.
Yeah. I'd go for like, it would be minutes, not hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we've got spatial disorientation.
I don't have spatial awareness.
Okay. That could fall into this. Some individuals find themselves in a different place than
that definitely
where they
correlate.
last recall being. Others wake up in their beds with no memory of how they got there. You might have done that after a few too many bevies.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I mean, that's caused by alcohol.
Yes, yeah. Even if they were in a different location prior. Cases exist where people lose time while driving and suddenly realise they have travelled much farther than expected.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm there and I'm like, how did I get here?
See, I think that there must be, I mean, there's probably like a proper word for it, but there must be some sort of almost like autopilot.
Yeah.
But that's still scary.
Yeah. The waking up and finding myself in bed after a few bevies, but I don't remember getting there or anything like that. That's definitely due to alcohol.
Yeah, that's just...
And my spatial awareness thing has nothing to do with that. I mean, I drive a tiny car, but it's like I'm driving a tank.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So these are just adult issues.
Yeah.
They're not actual
They're alley issues.
phenomenon. So then physical and psychological effects. Feelings of fatigue? Yes. Nausea? Sometimes. Dizziness or confusion after realising time has been lost.
The dizziness I get.
Confusion I get all the livelong day. Unexplained marks, bruises, puncture wounds or surgical scars appearing after a lost time event.
I've woken up with many unexplained bruises before.
I do
but
that
I also
too.
do walk into a lot of things.
Me too.
But I may have forgotten I've walked into them.
That's what I think has happened to both of us, yeah.
But I also think it happens in my sleep. So I think I'm fighting.
Oh.
I have done that before. I've woken myself up because I've kicked the wall in a fight in my dream and nearly broken my foot.
Oh my God.
It was quite a brutal kick.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't break my foot.
Bloody hell. Do you remember that New Year's Eve when I stayed here? And I was staying in this room because this used to be Em's room. And I got really disorientated and walked straight into your door. And I think it made Eddie bark. What the hell?
I heard it. It was hilarious.
I think I was just trying to go to the bathroom, but I was so disorientated, I just walked straight into your door. Sorry.
So the bathroom door is usually kept open. There's no lock on the bathroom door. So if it's open, nobody's in there. If it's closed, there's usually someone in there. So I think you should expect to just walk straight through.
I have no idea. I don't know.
But you obviously, the light switch is on the outside as well, so you must have not even attempted to turn the light on.
No, I just went poof.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, so distorted perception of time and reality, often followed by an overwhelming sense of fear or unease. That's just our day. That's just a day in the life of us. Some experiences develop PTSD-like symptoms, including reoccurring nightmares, anxiety, or sleep disturbances. That's kind of us anyway.
Yeah.
So, and there's also flashbacks and memory recall. So some experiences spontaneously recall portions of their missing time. Others recall fragments of being in a different environment, such as a medical room, craft, or facility. Many undergo hypnosis regression to retrieve hidden memories, which relates back to our last spooky chat, funnily enough, often revealing encounters with non-human entities or advanced technology.
I'd quite like to do like a regression thing.
Yeah, I would.
Particularly so I can see if certain things that I'm remembering are correct.
Yeah, but you might tap into a former life.
Yeah. Well, supposedly I was a medical student, and that's why I've got a thing for anatomy.
Yeah. And I was a pirate, a pilot.
I only know of that one, but then you've spoken to Sue more than me, so...
Yeah. So theories behind lost time experiences, there's quite a few. So there's the alien abduction hypothesis. Couldn't say that word then. Many lost time cases.
It's like Tina Belcher and Bob's Burgers having a fish. No, what is it? What's the noise she makes?
Oh,
Something
yeah,
like that.
it's like this anxiety noise.
More of a honk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the honk.
I might need to watch Bob's Burgers later. I'm probably going to end up asleep by like 8:30. Right, so many lost time cases align with alien abduction reports where individuals recall being taken aboard extraterrestrial craft for medical experiments, hybrid programs, I don't really know what that means, or telepathic communication. So the missing time may result from memory suppression, screen memories, or advanced neurological manipulation by non-human intelligences. Some abductees report being returned to the exact location where they were taken from, unaware of time having passed until checking the clock. That would be really freaky.
Yeah. Question, Mark, you believe in aliens. Would you happily be abducted? Maybe not happily.
No, I said no. Does not want to be taken aboard a ship and
You know, if, say for example, you knew you were going to be returned, just to prove that they were out there and like sort of these things that Helen's talking about, returned unharmed, yeah, would you do it? How much time would you lose? I don't know. Maximum of a week. Maximum of a week, returned unharmed, you would. Yeah, okay. Even if you were probed?
That's not unharmed then, is it? Does that include...
Well, okay.
To be probed?
Yeah. To be fair, he's nearly had like a bottle cork after Spence shot it up.
up his bum. Yeah. Okay. So then we've got time distortion and interdimensional encounters. So some researchers theorise that lost time could result from temporary shifts in space-time, possibly due to exposure to high energy fields associated with UFOs, passage through an interdimensional portal or time slip event, interaction with non-human consciousness capable of altering perception. Abductees often describe time behaving differently in altered states, with minutes aboard a craft feeling like hours or vice versa. See, I think there are other realms and other existences. Yeah, Goose just said that's all to do with speed of travel.
Yeah.
So I think there's probably is something in that. Yeah, I think when I first watched Stranger Things, and I was like, this is happening. There's no way this isn't real. Like, there's got to be an upside down world.
Yeah.
And it's been brought upon us because of scientists fiddling around with stuff they shouldn't be fiddling around with.
It also makes you wonder how The Simpsons manages to like predict everything bad that's happened in the world.
We should actually probably do an episode on that. Or at least
the
a
Simpsons
spooky chat on
phenomenon
it.
or something.
Yeah. It's actually a very good idea. Can you make a note of that, Goobs? I'll do that as a spooky chat, 'cause that's a really good idea. So then we've got government involvement and MILABs, which is military abductions, apparently. So some experiences report lost time following encounters with unmarked helicopters, covert military operations, or shadowy human figures.
MK Ultra.
Yeah, could be to do with that. MILAB cases suggest some lost time events may involve abductions by government agencies conducting psychological conditioning, genetic experiments, or extraterrestrial monitoring. So yeah, MK Ultra could be all linked in with that. Some abductees recall being interrogated or examined by military personnel during missing time events. That would be very scary. I wouldn't like that at all. I think that probably no one's bothered abducting us because they're like,
We'd be of no use.
right, these ones are too broken.
Be very helpful.
Yeah, they belong in the broken biscuit aisle. Let's just move on.
Hey,
I'm happy with
broken
that.
biscuits get eaten too.
They do, but I'm glad. I don't want us to be abducted.
No.
I'm quite glad they leave us alone.
I don't. I think I'd get so scared I'd wet myself or something.
Oh, I just feel like there's enough going on.
You know, leave me alone.
Just like, no.
Unless it's going to make things better.
Yeah. Or if you're going to give me the winning lottery numbers, a prize for afterwards.
Yeah.
And a pizza.
Oh,
Just FYI, in Tesco's, they've got the Chicago Town pepperoni stuffed crust. The vegan one is on offer at the minute.
I'm really upset though. They took away their mushroom and fake bacon one.
Oh,
I haven't seen that for ages. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
Apparently, we're getting pizza tonight now.
Yeah. Oh, pizza's good. I had pizza last night, so I can't really have it again. But
why not?
I mean, I could.
Where's the rules? You can't. There's no rules.
We can do what we want. No one checks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can eat birthday cake any time. Nobody checks. We do too. We've had our allotted carrot cake. We've got to wait another 3 and a bit years now for more.
I do need to bake something else.
You've not got a lot of time at the minute, babe.
No, that's true.
So then we've got psychological and medical explanations. Skeptics suggest that lost time may be attributed to disassociation due to trauma or stress causing memory gaps. That's us. Sleep disorders.
Hey, trauma.
Yeah, hello. Sleep disorders such as narcolepsy or sleepwalking leading to episodes of amnesia. Which would make sense, actually. Seizures or neurological conditions which can cause brief lapses in awareness. Yeah. Alcohol or drug-related blackouts.
Yeah.
Though many lost time reports
So many of them.
occur in sober individuals with no history of substance use. But, I mean, yeah, so the alcohol, yeah, I can definitely see that could have happened to both of us.
Yeah.
So while these explanations may account for some cases, they fail to explain the physical marks, corroborating witness accounts, and recurring patterns followed in abduction-related lost time experiences. So, I mean, I would be the most sort of inclined to think different realms, i.e. Stranger Things and the Upside Down, and then the psychological and medical explanations, i.e. disassociation, that's us, alcohol, that's also us, sleepwalking, done that before.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So then we've got some cases to go through, cases of lost time, well, notable cases of lost time, apparently. Not just cases, notable ones. So first up, we've got the Betty and Barney Hill case from 1961.
So not the Flintstones. Betty, no, they weren't the Flintstones. It was Betty Rubble.
Barney
and Betty Rubble.
Yeah. Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yeah. My mum used to. That's my fact. I'll shut up now.
Okay, remember it then. Yeah. I know what you're going to say. So the Hills experienced missing 2 hours while driving home after encountering a UFO. They later recalled under hypnosis being taken aboard a craft and subjected to medical procedures. So their case introduced the concept of lost time in alien abduction narratives. So that's when they start documenting it as people actually missing time. So that's, I know obviously 1961 is a long time ago, but I should imagine that's been happening way before that, but you know, this is sort of like actually documented.
When it started to get quite, I don't know. No, ignore that completely. Carry on, dear.
Oh, okay. We've then got the Travis Walton case from 1975. Walton disappeared for 5 days after a bright beam of light struck him in an Arizona forest. I don't know what he was doing.
How
there.
do we know a bright beam of light struck
I mean, I
him?
guess he'd said that.
He
happened.
said it.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't witnessed.
I don't know. That doesn't say.
Okay.
But he had no recollection of missing time until hypnosis revealed memories of being on a metallic craft with non-human entities. His case was witnessed by multiple co-workers, making it one of the most well-documented abduction cases. Okay, so if I'd have read down, I wrote the spooky chat quite a long time ago, so I can't remember it. Yeah, so there's lots of witnesses to that one.
Ah. See, when it's an individual saying this is what happened to me, it is very difficult to not take it with a pinch of salt. Witnesses were on mushrooms and
Could have been. Could have been.
But when there are, other people privy to such happenings, then it makes it a bit more substantial for me.
Definitely. So then we've got the Allagash abductions from 1976, only a year later. 4 men on a canoeing trip in Maine experienced missing time after encountering a bright craft. So there's 4 of them all saying this. Under hypnosis, all 4 were recalled being taken aboard the craft and subjected to experiments. Their testimonies were remarkably consistent and independent, supporting the lost time event. So they were all saying the same thing. Because even if I know Goobs is saying about mushrooms, even if one of them was tripping,
The fact that they've all got the same
they
story.
wouldn't all have the same.
But then
trip.
did they have a chance to meet up and say, this is what we're going to say?
Possibly.
I don't know, like for 5 minutes of fame or something.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. Really difficult.
Yeah, it is.
Because I don't want to poo-poo things.
But
then I am quite a realist as well.
You've got to look at the different options.
Yeah. Yeah, aliens are too intelligent, so they won't need to, we could be an experiment for aliens, for all we know.
I think we probably are.
But I don't think they would leave people being able to explain what's happened to them.
Yeah.
And have those memories, or, the lost time and everything like that, being able to be brought back.
It seems like a bit of a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, don't leave them with the memories. They're going to tell people.
Yeah, let's just plant a false memory.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So then we've got...
And did these people have wives or anything, or partners or family where they'd be like, because I'm pretty sure that if I went missing for 5 days, someone would report that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You'd think so.
Mark's saying maybe they just went on a bender. I'm not saying that.
Could be. That's
You
it.
just
Could
don't
be.
know.
Yeah, and that's possibly they were a bit naughty, went on a rave up and were like, right, we've got to come up with a really good excuse for this.
Yeah, I've got to cover our rear end somehow.
Exactly. Yeah, so there we go. So
I just feel like there would be missing persons reports and things.
for that long a time, yeah, you'd think so. So the aerial school incident in 1994, and this was in Zimbabwe, over 60 school children reported encountering strange beings and experiencing missing time during a UFO sighting. Some children later recalled telepathic messages warning about environmental destruction. The testimonies remained consistent decades later, raising questions about shared lost time experiences.
Which could then relate to the whole false memory thing. If one kid says something, and perhaps it then has a knock-on effect, and the next kid's like, "Oh yeah, I get."
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm not disputing any of it.
No, but you've got to look at every possibility.
Yeah. And this is where it comes in with the paranormal for me as well, and seeing mediums. Mm-hmm. I believe, but there's a certain. I know I am open to it, but I also want kind of something definitive that I can't dispute.
Yeah.
Say for example, they were to give me. It's one thing I've always said. If they can give me my dad's middle name, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's quite an unusual middle name.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, but it's quite weird because then, you and mum have had experiences where they've been spot on which makes me think, am I as open as I think I am? But then I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting proper proof.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Because I also don't want to believe that this is it and then we die and then there's
No,
just nothing.
Exactly. Ponderings.
Yes. Ponderings of Ali.
So then we've got scientific and paranormal research on lost time. So electromagnetic effects and time distortion. So studies suggest that UFO encounters often disrupt electronic devices, watches and navigation systems, hinting at localised time distortions. Some researchers believe high energy fields surrounding UFOs may alter human perception of time. Brainwave alterations and consciousness manipulation.
Brain fog.
Yeah, that's us.
Perimenopause.
Some abductees report feeling paralysed, euphoric, or in a dreamlike state before lost time occurs. I feel like that's drug-induced, isn't it? This suggests a possible alteration of brainwave activity akin to deep meditation or hypnosis. And some believe extraterrestrials may use mind control technology to suppress or edit memories.
Yeah. Again, they would use that to their advantage, wouldn't they? Like,
You'd think so.
yeah.
Sorry, I've just read Coop's note, which I can't read out.
Oh my God, I missed that.
So then there's shared lost time experiences. So like we were talking about with shared false memories. So cases where multiple people experience lost time simultaneously challenge psychological explanations. If lost time were purely psychological, it would not affect multiple witnesses at the same time with identical gaps in memory.
Yeah.
So
that's something that's a bit more difficult to explain.
yeah, that is.
But like I said, one kid says it and others like, yeah, me too. I don't know.
So I found some random...
Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. I blame everything on that. Just forgot something. Glitch in the Matrix. Or side effects.
Just who we are as people.
Is who we are as people. So I also found some random accounts of time slips on a site called thought.is, which is a site by Emily Madrija. It doesn't say who these people are or when these things happened.
We've done an episode on time slips before, haven't we?
We have, specific time slips. It fascinates me. I like the stories where someone, and I've heard these on a lot of other podcasts, where they'll go through a door into a street and it will be all old-timey and like that sort of thing really fascinates me, because that is almost like, is that time travel? Is that another realm? Like that sort of, I think that's fascinating.
Is it a past life?
Exactly. Yeah. That's a really good point. I never even thought about that. Yeah. Could you just be jumping back into a past life?
A lucid dream, maybe.
Yeah.
As well. There could be so many different things, so many different possibilities.
It's very, very interesting. Has anyone made a film about time slips?
Oh, probably.
I don't know if I've ever seen one. So here are some of the tales. So again, doesn't say who these people are, when they happen. So I'm just reading them verbatim off of thought.is. So it's not the juiciest story, but it really freaked me out at the time. I was playing games on my computer one evening at around 10 p.m. and decided to just finish what I was doing and then head to bed, since I had to work the next day. Next thing I know, I'm sat in front of a black screen in just my undies and it's 4 a.m. Computer was cold, so it must have been off for at least a little while. No idea what happened because I don't have a history of sleepwalking.
Fell asleep?
Yeah, fell asleep and got undressed.
I mean, you've done it.
Sleep, yeah.
In Vegas.
Went on a bender, yeah, possibly. Yeah, been raving it up.
That's Mark's explanation for everything.
Yeah, I know.
I do. On a bender.
I like that there's
a theme
here, yeah. So then the next one is, I went to a festival one weekend a few summers back. It was a pretty heavy weekend. I think we know what that means.
Yeah, this Mark, lol, this screams bender.
But they do say it was nothing out of the ordinary. But that doesn't mean anything. They could be having a bender on the reg, and then they'll just be like, well, it's nothing out of the ordinary to them.
Yes.
So I drove back to my apartment on the Sunday and figured I'd have the day to myself and just chill, get some takeaway, etc. Good shout. So I get in, pop a couple of etizalam, which apparently is similar to Xanax,
Oh, okay.
and smoke a joint. You can see where this is going, don't you?
Mate, you've
Literally
explained
just
it
giving
yourself.
yeah. Come to, and it's Wednesday evening. So he's lost days.
But he's also been at a festival. Like, you could...
And then popped a pill.
a couple of pills and had a
and
joint.
had a joint.
Like, mate, I'm not overly surprised.
Yeah, like Goob says, by definition.
I'm not being funny. You
Absolute
take a little
bender.
bit too much night nurse, you're probably gone for a whole day.
Could be, yeah, absolutely. So he says he'd missed 3 days of work.
And what, nobody did a welfare check on him?
Clearly not, but he seemed concerned that most of his stash was gone.
Oh, there we go.
That's what happened then, didn't it?
Yeah. You
You're
thought, oh,
answering
I'll
your
have a
own
bit
question.
more. You woke up, thought, I'd have a bit more.
Yeah.
Woke up again. Oh, I'll have a bit more.
The call logs on his phone show that he had 2 7-minute phone calls with the director from his company at some point, which he had zero recollection of anything since
Because he's
Sunday
high as a
afternoon.
kite.
Yeah, so he's ringing up his boss.
That's the welfare call.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Are you all right? I don't know.
But did he call the boss or did the boss call him?
No idea. It was absolutely wild, he says. Never been so disorientated in my life. I think I know why though, mate.
Yeah, we've cracked that case.
Yeah, this is not a time slip.
This is a slip up.
Substance abuse, dear.
Time slip or substance abuse?
Luckily, everything was okay with my job, and I ended up just going in on Thursday with minimal repercussions.
He probably had back to work form.
Yeah, exactly.
And he told them that he'd had food poisoning or something.
Explanation. And he goes on to say, I had a bit of a drug problem at the time, and and this was the low point that made me start turning things around. Well done.
Yeah.
But this is not a time slip.
No, this is just, mate, you had a drug problem.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened. Well done for turning your life around, though.
I did think that one was quite funny, the fact that he was like, I woke up, my stash was gone. You smoked it all. It's gone. That's why it's gone. Oh, dear. Right, so we've got another one. It says, it happened to me in first grade. Class was over and I remember walking deliberately to the bus pickup area. Only when I got there, there were no buses, no kids, no teachers, just an empty parking lot. I went back inside when my teacher found me and called my mum. I've always wondered if I'm repressing some horrible event.
Maybe you just went for a wee at the end of the day and missed it.
Or just got confused and just went out to the bus at the wrong time.
Went on a bender in first
Went
grade.
on an accidental bender. Yeah. Maybe I had too much Calpol from the nurse.
Oh, that stuff used to taste great.
I did. So then the next
Yeah, it was matey from the story before. Made a friend.
yeah, there you go. So then next up, I decided to take an impromptu weekend trip for my son's birthday. He lives in Wichita. I lived in Atlanta. Flights were too expensive, so I decided to drive. This is a 17-hour drive each way.
I feel like the fuel would have cost more.
Yeah. And the toll that it took on your car.
Yeah.
And that's without including stops. So that's 17 hours of driving, just
Constantly.
obviously you'd have to stop. I made it in time for his birthday, but had to drive back home a few hours later.
What? No offence. I know you love your son. 34 hours of driving.
I'd have been really
For a
mad.
few hours.
Yeah. I'd been like, why do you do that? You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it's lovely, but I'm sure your son wouldn't have been angry if
No,
you
exactly.
didn't do that. If you're only going to stay for a few hours but drive 34.
And if he
and
was,
you would be knackered.
then he's a dingleberry.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be wasting your time to go see him if he's
Yeah.
that ungrateful. Anyway, after about 4 hours of driving, it was 8 a.m. I remember distinctly checking the time. Next thing I remember is glancing back down at the clock and it being 2 p.m. Scariest moment of my life. I panicked like I had just slept through work, but instead I slept through 6 hours of driving, which is sort of what we've said has happened to us, where you go on autopilot.
Yeah.
Not for that long, though.
No. But driving for that long.
Yeah. Sleep deprivation.
Yeah. Well done for staying. Well, did she stay awake? I don't know.
Who really knows?
Maybe she can just sleep drive.
Maybe. Yes.
Oh, like Pro
probably
Plus or something.
Something to keep them awake.
Well, funnily enough, Dad, I remember my mum finding out I was taking Pro Plus, and she was like, please don't take that. Your dad used to take that, like, because he was a long distance lorry driver.
Yeah.
And like a horse box driver in
Yeah.
Europe and things like that. And it would make him hallucinate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Right, next one we've got...
I've made us sound all like drug addicts. Not all of us were. Just want to point that out.
We're just British, you know? I was exhausted after being rotated, closing, opening every other day for 2 weeks. I got in my car after a particularly long day, started it up and waited for it to warm up. Next thing I was aware of was sitting in my parents' driveway. I was about 20 at the time, had just broken up with an a-hole and moved back, with the car off, but I was still buckled in. My job was 12 miles, straight shot on the freeway from home. I have no idea how I drove myself home safely because I have zero memory of it. That's scary.
She was knackered.
She's knackered. Again, sleep deprivation and just general tiredness. Goobs reckon she went on a bender.
You shush now.
Okay, so then next story. I was a kid. My family and I were staying in a hotel room. We had just finished watching The Land Before Time.
Oh,
Love that film. And everyone else had fallen asleep, but I stayed up because I wanted to watch the snow on the TV for no reason. Okay. 1 minute I was sitting in front of the TV watching the snow while everyone was asleep. The next moment I was still sat in front of the TV with eyes wide open, only it was morning and everyone was waking up. I felt like I had slept all night, but I don't think I ever closed my eyes. I can only assume I hypnotised myself.
Potentially.
Yeah?
But also possibly just fell asleep. And some people have fallen asleep with their eyes open before.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just read this.
Yeah.
Can't read that, but that's very funny. Possibly. That didn't happen.
Maybe.
So then, next story. Went out of my dorm at 2 p.m. to go buy some food. Returned at 9 p.m. Freezing with wet hair, not feeling my toes or fingers because apparently there was a hailstorm, I guess they meant to say, and I went out without hat or gloves. I had a bunch of random stuff in my backpack that I assume I bought, like a pair of cheap headphones, a picture frame, and a drying rack clips. I think they mean pegs. I also had an ice cream paper cup with, which like had sort of remnants of ice cream in it, but it was minus 15 degrees outside, and an empty cup of iced coffee. My boyfriend freaked the F out because I told him I had no idea where I was and what I was doing. Surprisingly, I didn't get sick, just a bit creeped out. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I don't have an explanation for that one.
No, that is quite strange.
Mark had a fling and made up a story.
Yeah, good boy.
Do you know
good boy?
Good boy.
Good boy.
You sound like me and very like pessimistic of people and cynical. I love how you're using my word suspicious.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. So, let's see how I've got. Right, okay. So then, this next person. I work the night shift at a warehouse. There were several days, usually around 3 a.m. or so, when I would...
witching hour.
Yes. When I would kind of regain awareness. What is this in my hand? Where did it come from? Where am I supposed to put it? How long have I been sleepwalking through work? How many mistakes have I made?
Put it back in your pants.
Would happen maybe once a week or every other week if I loaded up on caffeine energy shots. I've moved buildings and can stay awake my whole shift these days. Could have been worse. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised that this never caused a bigger problem than mildly freaking me out, considering I worked around heavy machinery and conveyor belts. Yeah, he could have died.
Yeah.
Yes. It does like... It just sounds like a rubbish plot for a porn film. What is this in my hand? Where should I put it?
Put it back in your pants and stop touching yourself.
So then this one's interesting because it's to do with a flight. So they were on a transatlantic flight, got into good conversation with the person they were sitting next to, had several glasses of wine. at high altitude, which could have, obviously,
there we go.
cabin pressure. Then about 4 hours from the destination, we both decided to get some sleep, but I was still animated from the discussion, so took a sleeping pill. I know where this is going. On landing, the flight attendant woke me up. I exited, went to baggage claim, was picked up by my friend, went to her house, then crashed on the sofa. Several hours later, I awoke and could remember nothing of the landing. Getting off the plane, going to baggage claim and immigration, meeting my friend, the drive to her place, our conversation, nothing, a complete blackout, complete memory loss. No telling what I did or said during that time.
All I'm going to say is alcohol plus sleeping tablets.
Literally, they've just
Do
said
not mix.
They mean it when they say on the pill bottle, do not take with alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll absolutely do it. So it wasn't related. So there's another story. It wasn't related to that kind of combination of things, but I had a professor who lost several hours because of exhaustion. He remembered getting to a cab at the airport at whatever time, and about 7 hours later woke up in his hotel room, sprawled on the bed, still wearing his overcoat, and with his briefcase still in his hand, hanging over the edge of the bed. He had checked in and got into his room in some weird sleep state. I spend most of my days like that.
The effect of lack of sleep on the human body is insane.
Yeah.
What it can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely bonkers. I'm sorry, I keep looking at Coop's
All I
notes.
keep seeing is benders and hookers.
Yeah. So then, second to last one. So early 2000s, I used to do a rural paper route 6 days a week, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
What?
No.
1 a.m.?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't do that. I never saw other humans or even animals very often. My route almost never changed, so no new customers, no new areas added. Monotony made all the days blur together. One night, 1 a.m, I drove out of the depot where I pick up the papers, blinked and it was 4:30 a.m, and I was on the road to my house with no papers in my car. I remember very clearly the radio skipping from an advertisement to the middle section of an unwritten law song. What?
Who?
No idea. My car lights were off too. The thing that snapped me out of it was that my rural street to my house had no street lights. Most of the route had been on the road, and I was driving into total darkness. I was confused and even called in the next day to make sure my papers got delivered, and they did. I think the level of boringness just made me go into a mindless trance.
Yeah. Tired, bored at 1 a.m.
This was quite good. This is very brief. Just says, walking down a hall at work, blink, and I'm sitting in a chair at the other end of the hall with a nurse asking me if I'm okay. So, was that a psychiatric ward or?
Well, this is the thing. We need more. Nigel's nearby with the roofies.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for his walk down the corridor.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that really.
I had something the other day at work. I thought I walked into someone, so I apologised. And she's like, for what? I said, I walked into you. She goes, no, you didn't.
That's weird.
Well, sorry for the future if I do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my spatial awareness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Wow. I lose lots of time, but that's that's probably me sitting there thinking about getting old.
You got to stop that. Put something on telly. Distract yourself.
To be fair, at the moment I am watching a bit more telly. Like when I get in from work, it's like I need to lay down, have a coffee and watch some vapid teen drama.
Yeah. I try and do that when I come in from work, but I don't have a lot of time. When I've come back, by the time I've come back, walked Winnie, done food, it's like there's no time. But look at
We're getting a bit more ahead of ourselves with prepping like dinner now.
Yes,
not
that's
just
good.
lunches, not just breakfast, but dinner as well. So that it is literally come home, relax as much as possible before going to bed.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
that's a very good idea.
I'm kind of taking advantage of the time that I haven't got uni going on.
Yeah. Good for you. Right, well that's it.
Very enlightening. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Have you got bins, pockets, random facts?
Bin. That would be my back and the fact I cannot stand up all day now without it screaming at me.
Oh, dear.
So the temp work I'm doing at the moment, you literally stand up all day.
Oh my gosh.
Apart from at break. And my back just can't handle it anymore. And I don't have the stamina for it anymore. So yeah, that's killing me. Getting in my pocket is when you get good uni results and it makes all the stress worth it.
Yep.
Despite at the time you question all of your life decisions. And my random fact is my mum, when I was really little, used to do my hair like Pebbles from the Flintstones, so a little ponytail right on top, and would call me Pebbles.
Yep.
Because of it. Yeah.
Yep. Would weed help your back?
Maybe.
Just
I feel like that's something I've not explored too much.
okay.
Yeah. But I also don't want to go to work high. I'd probably get
No.
fired.
No, I don't recommend that at all.
No, not one bit. Oh, yeah, to be fair, we've got CBD cream.
Oh, there you go. Maybe
I've
try
only
that.
used it once, but I don't, because this has got so much worse since the last time I used that cream, so I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. My get in my pocket is the Alpine A290. I've become really obsessed with it.
Have you?
I hang out with them all day because now I work for Renault, Alpine, Dacia. And they're just such cool cars. I speak to them when I get in them. I say hi.
This is the EV, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I'm just so shocked.
Well, I've had this discussion with quite a few people. I would never only have an EV.
No.
If I had the money, I'd have one in addition to my Z3 as another car. I would never only have one because I'd be worried if power goes out, what do you do? Things like that. Like, that's the sort of thing.
And it's only going to last, a maximum of 3 years?
No, the battery warranties are, I think they're like 8 to 10 years now.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It has improved. It's just such a cool car. It's just a little crazy
It was very
hot hatch.
comfortable.
Yeah, just love it. Yeah, like I say, I speak to them all. I give them the demo cars. Have got names. My favourite one is called Tizzy because of the number plate. Yeah, that's one you guys went in as well.
Oh,
Tizzy.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did like Tizzy. Fact.
So bin, I've put the same as my last one, which was cyclists riding the wet one way up a street again. I'm going to go with it. I know I said it last week.
Okay.
Last episode. I'm saying it again. They're morons.
Yeah.
Morons.
And the fact is, now that they've got more rule of the road, shall we say, it's even worse than before. And I didn't think it could get any worse.
No.
I'm so grateful I don't work in the centre of Cambridge anymore.
That's the thing. I don't even work in the centre.
Yeah, but you work on a very busy road.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know. They must just think they're invincible. You just think, oh, for goodness
Like,
sake.
my car is going to do more damage, but I'll be the one that's blamed.
That's the trouble. You're going to scratch my car and I'll get in trouble for killing you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Got a fact?
Yes. Did you just do a random fact?
Yeah.
Oh, random fact. I used to smoke Marlboro Lights because Blur did. That is why I smoked Marlboro Lights.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Mark's getting the bin is rain delaying the F1 starts. He's getting the pocket. Sounds very sad, but the current Test cricket series between England and India, it has me captivated. And his fact is, keeping with cricket theme, I used to play as a kid, but I was terrible. I only stuck with it to try and impress my granddad. Oh,
Amazing.
you're so cute. You loved your granddad, didn't you? He was like your hero. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much to Mark Goobs at Park Lane Studios for literally everything, for recording the video, the sound, the lighting, the screen, the setup, the everything, the social media, the scheduling, the being in charge of us.
Being in charge of everything.
All the things. All the things. Where can they find us, Ali?
If you go to linktree.com/Cars of Macabre, you can find all of our social. That came out really weird. All of our social. All of our socials. So that'll be Instagram. That's it, isn't it? TikTok, sorry.
Are we on Facebook as well?
Yes, Facebook.
Yeah.
We've got Facebook. You can find out where to listen to us on there as well. So Spotify, Amazon, Apple. You can see
all the things.
The YouTube link to hear, and we also have a contact email address, so should you wish to share any spooky true crime related stuff, please do so. We'd love to hear from you. And our merch. Yeah,
we've got merch on there. Get yourself kitted out with our merch. And if you watch and or listen to us, make sure you subscribe, download, share, like, review,
Comment.
Just share.
Drop us into a conversation.
Yeah, drop us into a
please do.
conversation.
Just like, oh, yeah. You can say that we're a bit naff if you want, but then but give them a listen anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You can listen to us and still think we're rubbish. Just keep listening to us.
Yeah, please do.
Then we get the listens. I think that's it
Yeah, it
though.
is a little bit. Have you seen how Winnie's laying?
Yeah.
You tart.
She's got one leg just sort of tucked into her harness. She gets out of her harness so easily. Clearly that's why. She's so cute. All right then.
Right, well, I suppose until next time.
Stay spooky, bitches.